Alrighty guys, welcome. This is your host, Tiny Jester. We are playing some Fall Classic Baseball 2016 season. Cleveland Indians taking on the Detroit Tigers. This is game number... Ooh, that's a good question. What game number is this? This is game number 24 of the season. Game number 24 of the season. And, we'll be using the Excel, and I'll be just using this on my other screen to replay baseball to score it for us. So there you go. So I obviously can't show everything all at the same time. So I guess you'd rather see that than this, but I'll be sure to give you the score and everything. So lineups. It's going to be the Detroit Tigers, and they got Ian Kinsler at second base, J.D. Martinez in right field, Miguel Cabrera is at first, Victor Martinez is the DH, Justin Upton's in left, Nick Castianos is at third, James Mccann is the catcher, Anthony Goss is in center field, and Jose Iglesias is at short. Anibal Sanchez is pitching today. Let's roll a 20-sided dice to see if he's A, B, or C. That'll be this yellow box right here. So let's give it a roll, and we rolled a 6. So he's going to have an A day. So we'll just leave that right there. For Cleveland, it's going to be Carlos Santana, the DH, leading things off. Jason Kipnis is at second base. Francisco Lindor at short. Michael Brandley in left. Mike Napoli at first. Yan Gomes is catching. Lonnie Chasen Hall in right field. Juan Uribe is at third base. And Tyler Nyquin is the center fielder. And same thing here. We will look at this yellow one here. As we roll for Corey Kluber, he's got a 10. He's going to have a B day. So we're going to change him to B. There we go. And so we'll be looking at these columns, or this column, when the time needs. So Corey Kluber's finishing his wind-up tosses here. And stepping in the box is Ian Kinsler. And let's see what happens here for Ian Kinsler. So let's click here and hit the roll button. That is a 56. 56 is blank. Corey Kluber, 56 is a strikeout. So he leads things off with a strikeout. 1 out. Next batter is going to be J.D. Martinez, the right fielder. And the roll, 23 is a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts by Corey Kluber. That brings up Miguel Cabrera. And Miguel, we will roll a 31. Blank 31 is going to be base hit back up the middle for Miguel Cabrera. That'll be a single for Cabrera. Next batter is Victor Martinez. We'll roll 56, and 56 is a strikeout. So Detroit gets a leadoff single, a single, but Corey Kluber strikes out the side, and we have Tony's board life here rooting on the Tigers. Look at him go. Tribe fan is saying, let's go Tribe. John Mag is here also rooting on the Tigers. So it's 2 for the Tigers, 1 for the Tribe here. So let's see how things go. We go to the bottom of the first inning. And Anibal Sanchez is going to have a good outing here. So that should help Detroit. Carlos Santana leads things off for the Tribe. Here we go. I got to hit roll, not the other one. Here we go. 3-3, and that is going to be a 1. It'll be a single, otherwise it's a walk. That's a 17. That will be a walk. So a leadoff walk. And for you guys just joining us, I am using Replay Baseball to score everything on my other screen here. Just so I can keep track of where everything goes and put in the outs and everything like that. Alrighty, so that brings up Jason Kipnis. Next batter, Jason. Oh, I gotta make this screen a little bigger. There we go. So Jason Kipnis is now up. Let's see what Jason can roll here. Jason rolls a 46. 46 is actually weird because it doesn't actually have, there we go. So we're going to be going to the ballpark. The ballpark. And we rolled a 1. And on the 1, he is a left-handed batter. On a 1 or 2, it's a home run. Only if the player actually hit a home run. We can look down here and see home runs 23 for Jason Kipnis. And that one is hit well. It's going down the line. J.D. Martinez back in the corner. He looks up and watches it go, and that is gone. Jason Kipnis with a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first. And the Tribes start off fast here at home in game number 24 of the season. This one hasn't started off very strong. So, next batter is going to be Francisco Lindor. Here we go, Francisco Lindor, and the roll is a 2-2, and that is a 1-16 single, and that is base hit back up the middle, and Francisco Lindor is on board with a single. That brings up Michael Brandley. Michael Brandley. Yeah. For some reason, the text is not correct. All right, Michael Brandley. 1 on. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And the roll is a 43, which is blank. We come over to Sanchez. 43 is an out. We'll look at the out with the runner at first, and that's going to be a line out. And we look at the white dice here. So he rolled a 4-3. So the 3 tells it is going to be a line out to first base. 3 is a first base. So line out to first. And that will be, we'll roll a 6-sided dice. And this time we'll look at the red one. And if it is a 6, it'll be a double play as the man on first gets picked off. And it's a 1. So no pickoff there. Line off to the first baseman for the first out. So Lindor gets back in time, just barely. Whew. Let's pull the starter, says Tony. It's a little early for that. So Michael Brandley is out. We will bring up Mike Napoli. Come on. Got to get this just right. Mike Napoli. There we go. Mike Napoli. Let's see what he can do. Roll. 2-3 is a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 2-way here. And next batter is going to be Yan Gomes. And Yan Gomes, 36 blank. We look at 36, and that'll be an out to Sanchez. And the out is a ground out to third. We'll call that a 5-3 putout. And that's it for the Tribe. But 2 runs on 2 hits. I'm sorry, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors to go to the second inning. It is 2-0 for the Tribe here at home. And coming out will be Justin Upton for the Tigers. And the roll. 55, and that is hit well. And that is going to be a bouncer off the wall. It's going to come back into play. Upton around first. He's headed to second, and he'll be in there with a leadoff double for the Tigers here in the top of the second inning. Man is on board. Next batter is Nick Castianos. And the roll, 26. And against the left-hander, that will be a single. Corey Kluber is a right-hander, so that will be an out. The out is going to be ground out to short. And with the runner in second, batter holds batter. It's going to be a holds batter out, 56 to 64 advance. Advance. Now, I think he's going to stay on the ground out. It's going to be ground out to short. Ground out, shortstop to first, and he will hold on the play. So Upton stays at second, and we have one out in the top of the second. Next batter is James Mccann. He rolls a 41, and we look at Kluber. 41 is a walk. So that will be a walk. We have runners at first and second now with one out. And the next batter will be Anthony Goss. The roll is a 46. It's a ballpark 4. Ballpark 4 is going to be a double. Ballpark 4 at Progressive Field. He is a right-hander. 3 to 5 is going to be a double. And I'm sure Goss got double. Yeah, 2 doubles. So we got a double. Let's find out if the runner on second is going to score. First and second. It's a double. Left goes to left fielder, scores if he's a fast runner. Anthony Goss is a fast. No, I'm sorry. It's the runner at first is James Mccann. James Mccann is actually a slow runner, so he will stop on the double at third. But the Tigers have put one across, and they have runners in second and third with only one out here against Corey Kluber. And due up is going to be Jose Iglesias. Runners in second and third. Defense will play normal. It's a 31. 31 is going to be a base hit single. And that one's going to fall into left field. Advances, let's see, second to home. If the left fielder, he will score if he's got a weaker average arm. And the left fielder is Michael Brandley, and his arm is a strong arm. So strong arm. So he will not advance. So it's going to be a single. Only one base advance, but another run in, and we got a tie ball game 2-2 here in the top of the second. Still, runners at the corners. Only one out. Defense will play back. And we go back to the leadoff man, Ian Kinsler. And roll. It's a 46. Another ballpark check. 16. 16 is going to be a pop out. 12 to 16 is a pop out. Look at the dice here. That's a 6. So it's going to be a pop up. High in the infield. Lindor comes in and snags it. And that's going to be the second out. Big out there by Corey Kluber. Next batter is J.D. Martinez. Runner still at the corner. 2 out. Top of the second. And the roll. 53 is going to be a defensive check. 53 is going to be the right fielder range. Right fielder is Lonnie Jason Hall. His range is a 9. His range is a 9. He rolls an 11, so outside of his range. So that is going to be a right field. It's going to be a single one base advance for everyone. And the Tigers have taken the lead 3-2 here. And still 2 men on with 2 outs here. Iglesias at second. Martinez at first. 3-2 is your score. Next batter is going to be Miguel Cabrera. You roll 61 blank. 61 on Cooper is a strikeout. Swing and a miss. So we're through 1.5 here in Cleveland, and the bats have come out to play today. Detroit leads the Cleveland Indians 3-2 after 1.5 innings. See if the Tribe can come back in the bottom of the second against Anibal Sanchez. Due up is going to be Lonnie Chasenhall. Lonnie. And the roll is a 45. 45 is blank. We'll get 45 over here, and that'll be an out. It's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. Pop-up to Castianos, who catches it in foul territory for the first out. Juan Urime. He rolls a 12. That is a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 2 quick outs. And the next batter is Tyler Nyquin. .35 is a blank. 35 will be a out. So that is going to be another pop-up to the third baseman. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the third. Still 3-2 in favor of the Tigers. And due up for the Tigers is going to be Victor Martinez. And here comes the pitch. 41 is going to be another walk, but given up by Kluber. Leadoff walk. And that brings up Upton. And the roll. 24 is going to be an out. And I believe, let me look at the X results again. I think the X, it's going to be ground ball double play. That's whenever you see that little out with the X. And so it changes from a fly out. Let's look at that again. Oh, it's a ground ball double. It's an automatic ground double play if it is a ground out. It is not a ground out in this case. It's a fly ball to left field. So it gets on the double play at least. Next batter, Nick Castianos, 26. That'll be an out. It's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop. Pop-up to short, 2 quick outs. Runner at first, Martinez. James Mccann. 34 is going to be a single off of Kluber. And a single is going to be, if the left fielder has a weak arm, you'll make it to third base. He does not. We know that Michael Brandley has a strong arm. So runners at first and second again. That brings up Goss. Anthony Goss. 12 is a strikeout. So Corey Kluber once again gets in trouble and then pulls out the heat. 97 miles an hour on the outside corner for the strikeout. So we go to the bottom of the third. 3-2 is your score. Here's an update for you guys if you're keeping track at home. 3-2 in the bottom of the third. And the batter is going to be back to the leadoff man. Leadoff batter. It's going to be Santana. Yep. All right, so here's Santana. Here comes the pitch from Sanchez. 31 blank. 31 is a single off of Sanchez. So leadoff man is aboard. Not much threat to steal there by Santana. And brings up Jason Kipnis, who's 1 for 1 with the home run. Can he do it again for the Tribe? Let's find out. 24. That'll be a ground out double play, but nope, it's a fly ball to center field. So no double play. Fly ball, center field, 1 away. Francisco Lindor. 34, blank. Look at Sanchez, 34, and that's a single. And if the left fielder advances, if the white die is a 2, white die is a 4. So no advance. It's just going to be first and second for the Tribe. And that brings up Michael Brandley. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. 46 at ballpark. 18 though. 18 is going to be into center field. It's a single, and they can try to stretch it into a double. It's going to go to center field. The center fielder is Anthony Goss. He has an assist rating of 2. W2, so he's got a weak arm 2. That's his assist rating. So he's going to try and throw out the runner going to second, and everyone's going to move up 2 bases here. Let's find out if he makes it. So look at the red die here. If it's a 1 or 2, he's thrown out a second. Otherwise, it's a double. And the roll is a 6. His save. So that is going to be a double. And 2 runs are going to come in to score. And just like that, the Tribe are back in front 4-3. With 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Now, let's see. Mike Napoli's up. Mike Napoli, 16, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Next batter, Yan Gomes, 24, and that'll be an out, ground out to second. We'll call that a 4-3 put out. The Tribe go down quietly after scoring the runs, but they take a 4-3 lead after 3 here at Progressive Field. And we bring it up Iglesias here. Next batter, Jose Iglesias. He rolled a 45, which is blank. 45 is an out. It's going to be a line out to the third baseman for the first out. Next batter is going to be the leadoff man, Kinsler. And the roll, 13, swing and a miss. So Kluber starting to settle down now after giving up those 3 runs in the second. Next batter is J.D. Martinez. 34 is going to be a single off of Kluber. Maybe I spoke too soon. And Miguel Cabrera comes up. 25, and that'll be an out. Line out to third baseman. We'll just call that a 5-3 put out. And we go to the bottom of the fourth, still 4-3 in favor of the Tribe. And 2 up is going to be Lonnie Chasenhall for the Tribe. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 51 is going to be a defensive check. It's going to be on the second baseman. Error check. Second baseman is Ian Kinsler. He's got an error of rating of 3. He rolled an 18, so that does not fall in his range. So no error. That's going to be a 4-3 put out. As Kinsler makes a nice diving stop. Bobbled it for a second, but then recovered and threw the runner out. Wanyarime is now up. Wanyarime. 41 blank, and 41 is a walk. So the first walk given up by Anibal Sanchez to walk. Runners at first. Tyler Nyquin. 61 is blank. 61 is going to be a strikeout off the pitcher card. 2 away for the leadoff man, Carlos Santana. And that's a 1-1, and that's another walk given up by Sanchez. So 2 men on with 2 outs for Jason Kipnis. And here comes the pitch to Kipnis. 21 is an out. It's going to be ground out down to first, and he will take it to the bag unassisted. And we go to the 5th. Still 4-3 here at Progressive Field in beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Just up the road from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And just a couple hours drive over to Tony's Board Life over there in Toledo. So we go to the 5th, and it is 4-3 for the Tribe. Victor Martinez is up. Victor, what are you doing to me, Victor? There we go. Victor Martinez, the roll. 61 is blank. 61 is going to be a strikeout. So Kluber with another strikeout. That is, how many is that for him now? Corey Kluber is... All right, he's given up 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts so far for Corey Kluber. Next batter is Justin Upton. 46 ballpark again. 2, and that one's hit well. And that one is going, and it is gone. And we are tied up once again here in the top of the 5th as Justin Upton touches them all. And it is a tie ball game, 4-4. Next batter, Nick Castianos. 34 is a single off of Kluber. Once again, that 34 is bad off of Kluber. If you get 35 or 36 are okay, but that 34 is a bad number. Next batter, James Mccann. 62 is another strikeout. That one's in the dirt. McCann swings at it anyways, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Anthony Goss, 51, and that is going to be a first baseman error check. That is going to be a 15 on Mike Napoli, but it's a 16. 1-15, he would have an error. Well, that is a 16, so no error, and the first baseman's going to flip it to the pitcher, Kluber, who's covering the bag for him, and we go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home here at Progressive Field. We're all tied up 4 apiece. And due up is Francisco Lindor for the Tribe. 64 is an out. Ground out to first. Cabrera will flip it over to Sanchez. Michael Brandley. 41 is a walk. Another walk given up by Sanchez. And next batter is Mike Napoli. And the roll is a 16 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, 2-way. And Yan Gomes. 3-3, and that is a strikeout. Oh my gosh. The doubles, whenever you roll doubles, are usually good. You can see all the doubles are up here at the top. Normally, that's where you get all your really good hits, but when you're not a very good batter and you only bat 167 on the season, even when you roll 3-3, you still don't get any good results. So we go to the 6th. It is 4-4 here. Corey Kluber will come back out to pitch off against Jose Iglesias. Sometimes Sometimes. All right, here we go. Roll is 26, and that will be an out again. Ground out back to the pitcher, and that is a 1-3 put out. That brings up Ian Kinsler. 1-1, and that is going to be a 19, and that is going to be a hit by pitch. So he hit him, and he gets a board. Next batter, J.D. Martinez, the roll, 2-2, and that's going to be a single, and it goes to left field, and Brandley gets it in quickly to hold Kinsler at second. So runners are first and second with one out here in the top of the sixth. And the next batter is Miguel. That was Miguel Cabrera. Victor Martinez. I'm sorry. Should be Miguel Cabrera. There we go. So Miguel Cabrera's up 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the sixth. 14 is 1-2. He's hit by the pitch. This is a 6. So he's not hit by the pitch, so it's an out. It's a ground out to short. We have runners at first and second. And if the shortstop has got a strong arm, that is Francisco Lindor. He does have a strong arm. So they're going to turn 2 on this one. Shortstop, strong arm, double plays. And that is going to be a ground out to Lindor. Throws it to Kipnis on to Napoli. 6-4-3. And the threat is done. In the top of the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Tigers had their opportunity there. And now it's up to Lonnie Chasenhall. Lonnie Chasenhall. And the roll is 4-4. And that one is going to be a 6. So 1-4 would be a double. Everything else is a single plus, which means it's a single. And then the plus means he is going to try to steal the next base. And he has a stolen base index of 20 on a 20-sided dice, which is pretty good. Then you adjust for the catchers. Got a strong arm, so he gets a -2 to that. So 1-18 on the yellow, and he will be safe with the stolen base. Anything else, he will be out. And here comes the roll. It is a 19. Oh my gosh. He gets thrown out by James Mccann, who fires it in there. Jose Iglesias with the quick tag. And Chasenhall is out of there. Caught stealing. We're going to call that a 2-6 on that one. So that wipes out the runner at first and brings up Juan Urime. And here comes the roll. 4-3 is an out, and that's a ground out to short. 6-3 on the put out. Next batter is Tyler Nyquin. 2-2, and that'll be a walk. 2-out walk given up by Sanchez here in the sixth. And that brings up Santana, leadoff man. Here comes the pitch. It is a 53. It's going to be a defensive range play. This is going to be a shortstop. And that is Iglesias, who's got a range of 13. He rolled a 14, so gets by. Gets by him, and that is going to be a single one base. So he knocks it down and keeps it in the infield. Nyquin at first has to stay at second, and we have runners at first and second for Jason Kipnis. Next batter. Here comes the pitch. It is 25 out. Fly out to center field, and that's going to do it. We're going to the seventh here in Cleveland. all tied up at 4 apiece. And Corey Kluber. They got Cabrera and Martinez and Upton. They're going to let Corey Kluber go a little bit here. Let's see. So due up is Victor Martinez. And the roll, 46, another ballpark. 12 is a pop out. Pop out to the shortstop. For the out. That brings up Justin Upton. 65. Oh, home run check off the pitcher. Corey Kluber is a 1-6 home run check. And they roll a 7. Oh my gosh, it's back to the wall. Nyquin dives up and makes the great catch. That one was probably headed out, but somehow he pulled that back in, and that is a long out by Justin Upton, who is trying to give the Tigers the lead here in the top of the 7th. Next batter is Chase Castianos. Nick, 55, and that is a solid double off the wall in left center field. And Castianos is going to cruise in with a 2-out double. And that's going to bring up James Mccann. And they're going to try and get Kluber through the inning. This looks like his last batter if he can get this out. Here comes the pitch. 34. Oh, base hit, single. And single. Second to home. It goes to left field, and the runner will be held at third. And that's going to do it for Kluber. And runners at the corners with 2 outs. And they're going to be bringing in a new pitcher here for the Tribe. And that is going to be Kluber out. And due up is going to be next batter is going to be Anthony Goss. Anthony Goss is a lefty. Well, the Tribe only have one left-handed pitcher in their whole. And that is going to be Kyle Crockett. So Kyle Crockett, the lefty, to come in and face off against Anthony Goss, the lefty here. Top of the 7th, 2 men on. The Tigers with 12 hits, 4 runs, and no errors. We're in the top of the 7th, 2 outs. And now we need to roll to see what Kyle Crockett, what kind of day he's going to have. We're going to look at this yellow number right there. Rolled an 8, so that's just a regular, normal B day. All right, let's see what Anthony Goss can do against Kyle Crockett. And here comes the pitch. 46, another ballpark. 7 is out of play. Oh, that was going down the line. Whoa, just hooks foul as Goss had that one labeled. But the curve of the earth had that one just go wide of the foul pole. He's going to get another shot at it. Tribe fan says Kyle Crockett is the king of the baseball mound. Well, who am I kidding? Well, let's see if he can get Anthony Goss down here with 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And here comes the pitch. It is 13, and that'll be an out. It's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman, and he's going to get through the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. And Anibal Sanchez is going to give way to the reliever, which is going to be... let's see, who's coming up for the Tribe? It's going to be a switch hitter, a lefty, and a right-hander. They're going to bring in Hardy. B. Hardy is coming in. Let's see if we can find B. Hardy here. There he is, Blaine. So Blaine Hardy is coming in to face off against Jason Kipnis. Nobody out here, 7th inning stretch time. And we're all tied at 4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Jason Kipnis, here comes the pitch. Oop, I'm going to click in the box. There we go. Here comes the pitch. 3-3, and that's going to be a single and a possible stolen base. So single by... actually, hang on. That's 3-3, but I'm on the wrong batter. It's going to be Lindor's up. 3-3 is a single. So Lindor does get the single, but no plus, so he doesn't get the steal. So Lindor is aboard. And now the next batter is Michael Brandley. There we go. So Brandley, not very good at sacrifice. He's only 3. So he's going to have to swing away. Here comes the pitch. 34, and 34 is a single. Oh, wait, we got to... Oh, it doesn't matter because 34 is a single all the way across the board. But we do need to roll for Blaine Hardy here. So, here, oh, he rolls a 16, which means he is having a C day. That's not the best. So that is going to be a single, and with the runner at first, goes to center field and will advance if he's an F runner. And Lindor is a average runner, so he will not advance unless there was 2 outs. There is not 2 outs. So that's going to be back-to-back singles, and I think that's going to be it for Mr. Hardy. And they're going to be bringing in, well, he is facing off against their last left-hand. Well, they got a lefty coming up in Chasen Hall as well. Who else do they have in the pen that's a lefty? Ryan. They're going to bring in Ryan, I think. The score is 4-4. We're in the bottom of the 7th right now. 4-4 is your score. And they're going to be bringing in Kyle Ryan, I believe. And let's see, here's Kyle Ryan. And now we'll roll once again to see what kind of day he's going to have. 2, so he's going to have an A day. All right, so Kyle Ryan comes in to face off against Brandley. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And once again, Michael Brandley not very good at sacrifice. Actually, it's Mike Napoli. What am I thinking? It's Mike Napoli. Napoli's not very good at sacrificing either. So it's all coming down to the swing of the bat. Here we go. 41, and 41 is a walk by Kyle Ryan. Oh my gosh. And the bases are loaded with nobody out here for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. And due up is Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes. They're going to leave in Kyle Ryan. Here comes the pitch. Defense is going to play in. Defense is playing in. Here comes the pitch. 42. 42 is a 0. What is the 0? I think that is... I think that means it's an automatic out, and even if it goes to the pitcher... no, because it would say out if... Well, I'm not sure what the 0 is, to be honest. What does the 0 mean? I've actually never seen that on any of the cards before. Well, this one actually has one. Well, 42 off of Kyle Ryan would be an out. It'd be a ground out to double. It would be a ground out with the bases loaded. Oh, but the defense is playing in. I said the defense is playing in because they didn't want the run to get in. And look at that. If the defense is playing in, it's a single and not a ground out. So the ball gets by as Kinsler at second can't react quick enough. And that is going to be a single. And the left fielder is Upton. It's going to left field, and he has got an average arm. So, on a single, I think as a single, it's just a one base advance anyways, so. But the Tribe takes the lead, and there's still nobody out, though. As Yan Gomes squeezed that one. And that brings up Chasing Hall here. 5-4 is your score. Bottom of the 7th. Nobody out, and there's still bases loaded. The Tigers trying to... They're going to play in again. Well... No, you know what? They're going to play back now. They're going to play back. Go for the double play. They're going to play back. All right, so Chasing Hall. Here comes Chase. Oh, no. What in the hell are you doing? I do not want to do this. Undo. All right, so on Chasing Hall. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. Tribe up 5-4, and here comes the roll. It is a 54. Uh-oh, we're going to the 54 chart. That is not going to be good. Oh, my God. That is not going to be good, as that is a 13. And if we go to our, let's see, where is it? Charts. So the 54 chart with men on bases, 1 to 18 is wild pitch or pass ball. So what we have to do is we have to look at, where is our cards? There we are. The roll is a 13. We look at Kyle Ryan. And, oh, his wild pitch is only a 1 to 6, actually. So it is higher than his wild pitch rating, so it's not a wild pitch. We'll just count that as a foul ball. And we get to do it all over again. Here comes the pitch. 34. Oh, no. 34 is a single off of Ryan. And that is going to be a single. Second home. It goes to center field. If he is fast or average runner, he will score. At second base is Napoli, who is a slow runner. So he will not score, as he's not fast or average. And so another single. And the line keeps moving, and the base is still loaded, and still nobody out. And that's going to be it for Ryan. Good Lord, they can't get anybody out all of a sudden. And it's going to go back to the leadoff man. Santana, who's a switch hitter, but... well, the Detroit Tigers bullpen is horrible. You got a 7.1, you got a 4.1, you got a 7.1, you got a 4.6, a 5.7, a 487, a 306. Your closer is decent, 324, but an A. Wilson, which is an 8th inning guy, I guess they're going to bring him in early, I guess. They're going to bring in A. Wilson here. See if they can stymie the Tide. Let's see. Where's Wilson? Must be... No, it's A. Wilson. There's Justin Wilson. Oh, there he is. Alex Wilson. All right, let's see what kind of day Alex Wilson's going to have. Roll, and it's a 13, which is going to be a B day, just normal. All right. Alex Wilson's going to come in to face off against Carlos Santana. Bases loaded, still nobody out, and 2 runs in. It's now 6-4 Tribe. And here comes the pitch. 43 is blank. 43 is an out. It's going to be a fly ball to right field, and with bases loaded, everyone holds. They could try to run with risk against the right fielder. Run with risk is going to be... strong arm, it's 1 to 5, he's out. Average is 1 to 3, he's out. Weak arm is 1. Where are we? We are here? Yeah, okay. So went to right field. Right fielder is, JD Martinez with a weak arm. So they're going to send the runner. Wait a minute. Why is this it shows Juan Uribe. Is Juan Uribe up? Is that what happened? I think I might have grabbed the wrong player. Hang on a second. Jason Hall. Oh, it's Juan Uribe's up. Sorry. Juan Uribe is up, not the leadoff man. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm going to re-roll because I don't remember what was happening. Oh, right. He flew out to right field. That's right. Okay, right. So we'll just keep that as the roll. And now at third is Napoli. JD Martinez has got a weak arm, so he's going to try and tag up. So we will look at the red dice and see. He needs a 1 to be out, and it's the 3, so he's going to be safe. So it's going to be a fly ball. It's going to right field. Right field. To Kinser, and he will be safe at home. Okay. So 1 out and another run in. It's 7-4 now. Now the next batter is Tyler Nyquin. Runners at second and third with 1 out. 41 blank, 41 off of Wilson is a walk. Bases loaded again for Carlos Santana. Now Santana's up. There we go. And here comes the pitch. 63 is an out. It's going to be ground out to third with the bases loaded. If the third baseman has got a strong arm, and that is going to be Castianos. He's got an average arm, so it's going to be a 5-4, and they cannot turn the double play, but they do get the runner out at second on the 5-4. Which one is this? 5-4, please. There we go. There we go. Couldn't find it. So runners at the corners. Another run comes in for the Tribe. It's now 8-4 with 2 outs. And it brings up Jason Kipnis. 16. And that will not be a strikeout, but it'll be a fly out to left, and that'll do it. So it was dangerous and hard for the Tigers. They give up 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 walks. And the Tribe take an 8-4 lead going into the top of the 8th. And due up is going to be Jose Iglesias for the Tigers. And he will be facing off against Kyle Crockett. They're going to leave Crockett in there, I think. Let's see. Iglesias, righty, righty. Well, they got 4 righties coming up in a row. You know what? We're going to take Crockett out. Let's bring in Shaw. B. Shaw. Brian Shaw, I think his name is. Where's Shaw? There he is. So Brian Shaw is coming in with a 4-run lead here in the top of the 8th. Facing off against Iglesias. Here comes the pitch. 64 is blank. 64. Well, we got to see what kind of day he's going to have. Let's roll that. Come on. Roll. And one more time, just so I can make sure everything is... Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, roll. 19. He's having a bad day. Of course. Why wouldn't he? All right, so the roll was over here. It was a 6... it was 63, I think it was. I think the 63 is a strikeout. All right, Iglesias is out. Next batter. Ian Kinsler. Ian? Hang on. Just want to make sure they're flipping. Okay, here we go. And the roll, 55 is a double. So Ian Kinsler gets the Tribe started here in the top of the 8th. It is 8-4. 1 out. Next batter, J.D. Martinez. 53, that's going to be a defensive range on the shortstop. That is Lindor. Lindor is range of 16. We rolled a 6. So he's going to make the play, and we have a runner on second. And if he makes the play, I think the runner does get to advance on any range play. But Lindor is able to throw him out at first. That's a 6-3 on the putout. Kinsler moves up to third. There's 2 outs here at the top of the 8th. And Miguel Cabrera steps in. And the pitch, 16, still right 3, called on the outside corner. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 8-4 in favor of the Tribe. And Wilson will stay out there to face off against Lindor. Next batter. Lindor, and here comes the pitch. 13 and 1 to 12 is a strikeout, and it's not a strikeout, but it will be a fly ball to left field for the first out. That brings up Michael Brandley. 24 out, ground out to short, 6-3 on the putout. And Mike Napoli, 63 is an out. He's going to line it out to the first baseman. So 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the top of the ninth. And Shaw will come out to face off against Victor Martinez. 4-4, and that's going to be a base hit. Single. The Tigers are not done yet. Next batter, Justin Upton. Here comes the pitch. 12, swing and a miss. 1 out, top of the ninth. Next batter, Nick Castianos. 34 is a single. And with the single, runner at first. And left field, so he will hold. So runners at first and second. And only 1 out. Brings up Ian Kinsler. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. God damn it. It brings up James Mccann, actually. There we go. James Mccann is up. And the pitch. 56 is a blank. 56 is a swing and a miss. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. 2 men on. And if Goss can do something, let's see if the Tigers, did they bring, you know what? They're going to make a change here. And it is going to be Jared Saltalamacchia is coming in for Goss. And we got to go and do this. And there we go. So Jared Saltalamacchia is coming in to pinch hit. And of course, it would be so much easier. I got to change it on one screen. I got to change it on another screen. Then I got to go and change it on this screen. So, all right. So Goss is out. Gerald Saltalamacchia is going to come in and pinch hit here with 2 on and 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Jared Saltalamacchia, Saltalamacchia. Who would have spelled that right? Not me. And let's see if he can do something for the Tigers. 12, swing and a miss, and this one belongs to the Tribe. As Shaw strikes out the side, and this one is in the books. As Kyle Crockett takes the win, the loss goes to Blaine Hardy. The MVP of this one, Jason Kipnis by the Tribe. Time to turn the channel and watch another game. Let's see how the Reds are playing. Well, actually, we can actually... we will... yeah, we'll just go ahead and finish all the games from the day. And then we'll tell you how everyone did. Schedule. Here we are. So the Yankees beat Baltimore 4-3. The White Sox beat the Boston Red Sox 10-9. Cleveland doubled up Detroit 8-4. Minnesota 3-1 over Houston. Washington 4-3 over Kansas City. Seattle blanks Oakland 2-0. The Dodgers take out the Tampa Bay Rays 5-4. Texas takes out Toronto 9-3. The Reds win in San Francisco at home 4-1 against San Francisco. Arizona 6-2 over Miami. The Los Angeles Angels 10-1 over Milwaukee. The New York Mets 12-5 over Atlanta. In 10 innings, the Schmubs beat the Pirates 3-1. San Diego doubles up Colorado 4-2, and St. Louis doubles up Philadelphia 6-3. Let's check out our standings here. In the American League East, Baltimore still a half game up on Boston, 1.5 up on Toronto, and 2 up on Tampa Bay. The Yankees, who had a terrible start to this season. I think they were like 2-8 or 2-6 in their first 8 games or something. They're starting to play better, but they still 2.5 games back. In the American League Central Division, holy cow, look at this. Cleveland and the White Sox are tied at the lead. Detroit's 2 games back. Minnesota 4 games back. Kansas City 4.5 back. In the West, it is the Los Angeles Angels 3 up on Houston, 3.5 up on Seattle, and 5.5 up on Oakland. Texas pulls up the rear with 7 games back. In the National League, the Washington Nationals 3 games up on the Mets, 7 up on the Marlins, 7.5 up on the Braves, and 8 up on Philadelphia. In the National League Central Division, it's the Schmubs on top. A game up on Pittsburgh and 5 games up on Cincinnati and St. Louis. 12.5 up on Milwaukee already. And in the American League National League West, San Francisco half a game better than the Dodgers and 4.5 better than San Diego. Your play of the day was Melky Cabrera for the Chicago White Sox. It was the bottom of the 8th. It was Chicago batting, men on second and third with 2 outs, trailing 9-8. Melky Cabrera singles in, driving in 2 runs, and that was the game winner for the White Sox, which kind of sucks for us because they keep pace with our 15-9 record. The game of the day was the Yankees and the Orioles. Exciting matchup between American League East teams as the Yankees take this one 4-3. Today's roster moves in Cleveland. Chris Gomazes was added to the roster and Adam Moore was removed. Just in case you were keeping track at home. Alrighty, well that's your ball game for game number 20 for the season. The Tribe are up to 15-9 start. Tied for the league lead. And if we go to the schedule, yeah, they finally broke their 2-game losing streak. But they had, 7-game win streak at one point, too. And then there was that crazy day in April 21st where they won 21-16 over Seattle, which was one of the craziest games we've ever seen ever. Anyways, thanks for joining us, John and Tony and Tribe Fan and everyone else. Appreciate it. Just thought I would take a break and just sit back and relax and call a little baseball tonight. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. If so, be sure to leave us a like, a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Fall Classic Baseball, really good game. Probably the only problem is I didn't want to talk about this when I was doing the thing, but you'd see me always having to click here. Because whenever you run Excel and you're trying to do the dice rollers, you need to click back in on here. But then I needed to click over on, I needed to click on this thing so I could put in the results, and then I need to click back over here. So if you're actually running with just cards and dice, and this works really good. Or if you're playing with the Excel and you use like iScore, that works really good too, because on iScore you're keeping it on your tablet and you don't need to, once you have things lined up here, right, you can just hit roll, next batter, roll, next batter, roll, next batter, and everything stays lined up and really quick and easy. It's when you leave Excel and click on something else that you got to come back in Excel. And, you know, roll, next batter, roll, next batter, you know, and then back to the leadoff man. You can do it really quickly this way. And you see everything works, and there's, you know, it's just when you're clicking off that screen and keeping track over here and then clicking back on this screen. So cards and dice, if you're going to use replay baseball, works really well. Or like I said, if you're going to use the Excel sheets, then use like iScore on your iPad, which works really well. And then you don't have to worry about keep tabbing back and forth between several different programs. Anyways, hope that helps. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you guys soon. So, thanks for the break. Back to SPQR tutorials videos. I'm going to be watching those in about 2 minutes, Tony. I'm going to go. I saw you posted 2 of them already, or possibly more. But yeah, I'm going to be watching those as soon as I get done with my live stream. I'm going to be watching them. So looking forward to it, Tony. All right, guys. Yep. If you want to learn how to play SPQR, the board war game, check out Tony's Board Life. He's doing a tutorial series for all of us, and hopefully we'll learn a lot of good stuff from him. So anyways, guys, we'll see you all soon. Take care, guys.